Okay. So today we're going to see the second part of teachers class. But before, I'm going to share two tools that I used to use on online classes. I don't know if you have given online classes. Hi, Isabel. Welcome to the class, Isabel. I'm going to show you the first one. Have you worked with, WordWall?
I have, but not creating activities. I use the activities that are already made.
Yeah. At the beginning, we have a lot of access to create games, but I think it's because the pandemic, and after that I couldn't create more activities. But now I used to use like you. I only use the activities that we have on our wall, and it's easy to use. You have to do it in the classroom too. You can share the activity when you if you institution work with a platform. Okay, you can send these activities like a game. Okay, you can put it in the on the platform and have them to revise and have them to practice. Okay, there are a lot of grammar exercises, speaking exercises you can project in your classroom wall. Okay, I'm going to send you by chat and click, and you're going to click on them. If you haven't used, please click and try to create your account, and you're going to practice with me. You're gonna send. I'm going to show you how to use it. Okay, only to this is the platform. This is the okay. Here you have a lot of in community. You can find a lot of games. Okay, grammar game. You can put you can. This is my account, right? But I want you to create your own account. Let me check. Let me give you the link. For a wall. Okay, here you have. Okay, I have sent the link. Please create your account. Let me know when you have created the account, please, in order to practice something that you're gonna use it in your classroom. If you have projector, if you have whiteboard, you can use it.
I'm done.
Okay. Laura, Isabel.
Yes, miss.
Okay, are you creating?
Yes.
No.
Okay, I'm going to wait, okay? I'm gonna wait for you. Create it right now.
Excuse me, teacher. Did you send some link to go
Yeah.
to create thing? I don't receive anything.
I'm going to put it again.
Okay, thank you.
Let me share here. I have an account. Let me know when you finish creating the account. Ready? Not yet?
No, yet.
Okay, try to create. I'm gonna because we're gonna use it, okay? I want you to practice with me or send the link in order that you know how to use it, okay? Brian, you did it?
Yes.
Okay, Lourdes? Have you created the account on
Yeah.
WordWall? Okay, I'm gonna show you. Let me know when you are ready. I'm gonna show you with my account. Oh, Gabriel is here. Hi, Gabriela. How are you? Gabriela, I have sent a link in which you're going to create an account on WordWall.
Hello. Okay, thank you. I'm
Okay,
gonna
try to
check that.
okay, try to create your account, okay? Because we're going to practice how to use it, okay? Here we go. Oh. Just hold on.
Excuse me, teacher. I have a question.
Yes.
Right now, I'm stay here. I show you in my cell
Yeah.
phone. I take a picture. Maybe you can see it. Right now, I don't know how continue.
You cannot. Okay, you have to create. I'm going to show you how to create the account, okay? So you have to create the account. You can do it later because you are on cell phone, on a mobile phone. Are you on a mobile phone right now?
Okay.
Or are you on the computer? So you have to, I send the link by Zoom chat, and then you have to create your account in that link, WordWall. It's a game platform in which you can use it in the classroom. Okay? So look at my screen, okay? And then you can do it later. Okay, so the thing is that I want you to, maybe Maria, Laura, Stephanie, Brian, most of you can send me again because I want you to learn how to use it, right? Okay, this is quickly. Okay, here I have created my account. I have my account, but when okay. Look at this part. This is my account, but these are the games that I have created. But if you want to play with another games or find another games, you have to Google again WordWall and go to community. Okay, and go to community. Are you doing? Click on community. If you have your account, click on community, and then here you will have all the games. For example, if I put have and has, Okay, you will find a lot of games with have, has, with this grammar. You can click or you can find the topic that you want or the topic that you are given in your classes, right? Okay, and then, for example, this is, I'm going to show you this one. You can do it in your classroom, and then you can project this game, and then you can ask to your student, okay, according to the topic that you're given, you can ask, okay, you can ask to your student, or if you want, share the link through the platform. If you manage or handle a platform, you can put share and then click and put the link, right? You can use, you can put dear student, sorry, please practice on the platform. You can put please practice the following games, okay? Following games. The following games, and then you attach, you attach the link. You got it? Dear student, please practice the following games, and then you can use it on your platform. Okay. Now, can you please show me, Laura? Show me a game.
Yes. A game related to a specific topic, or
Yes, you have to show me the game that you want. The thing is that I want you to show me if you can use it. Okay. Let me see. Can you share your screen, or I have
um,
I have to let
actually,
you
I didn't have any game, but I can create right now.
okay, you can create it on Worldwide.
Mhm.
Okay, create it, but we're gonna have too much. We're not gonna have too much time, right? But you can use all the any of these games that you have here. You have to show me that you are using the platform. Laura, can you share your screen, or I have to give you permission?
Let me to see. No, I can share, teacher.
You can share.
I share my screen right now.
Es el que se ha hecho, pero no sé si estará o no hecho, porque no me ha traído el cuaderno. Con todo, ¿para qué me ayude revisando si es que está o no? Sino para
Use
ayudar
the microphone.
Mi me justo hoy en la mañana les pedí a los estudiantes que no tenían deberes y el nombre de Temi que se me mencionó para que
Fernando,
se
please, your microphone.
un debersito de hace algunas semanas y me comentó que se había olvidado el cuaderno en casa. Entonces, ayúdame por favor haciendo que
Please,
cumpla. Y de
could
hecho,
you
ya
please
les
write
registré una
through WhatsApp that Fernanda is talking? Here.
I think it's Isabel. En libreta física.
Isabel, your microphone, please. Okay, something happened here. Okay, so Maria, can you share right now your screen?
Me, I am sorry. I have to reset the password, so I am working on it right now.
Yeah, okay, are you creating the word wall again?
Yes.
Okay, Viviana, can you share the screen?
Okay, Miss, let me check.
Okay,
I can share the screen.
you can?
Uh-huh. I can.
Okay. You cannot?
I can share the screen.
Okay. Now you can do it.
No, teacher.
Yeah, I give you the permission.
I don't have the permission.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Where you can. Uh-oh. Okay, can you send again? Can you send again? Can you send us again, please?
Okay, let me try.
Okay.
I have a question. Does this work for little kids who are learning to read and write?
Yeah. You can work this with the kids, or you can use it with teenagers too. Those are, you can use it like engagement. Okay, Viviana have sent a link. Okay, have sent a link. Okay, this is the link that. Okay, have you received the Viviana's link? Have you received Viviana's link?
Yeah.
Okay, this
Okay.
is the
Yes.
okay. This is the link. Okay, then you can project this in class 2 or send it on through the platform that you have. Okay, so you can find a lot of games. You can check it right now. Stephanie, can you send us a link?
Yes,
By
Miss,
Zoom?
wait me a second.
Okay. If you have created your account. Thank you, Viviana.
Okay, teacher.
My link is on the chat, Miss.
Your link is in the chat. Please send us
Yes. I sent you.
in the general chat. Stephanie. Okay. You have
Yes, Miss.
yes one. First conditional. Okay. You will find a lot of topics here. This is not for kids. You can find intermediate, and even you can find exercises in Spanish too. Okay.
It is useful for me because I'm working with teenagers.
Teenagers like to do that. Okay. Another, Stephanie, thank you. Have you worked with the WordWall before, Stephanie? Or this is your
With
first time?
account? No, it's the first time.
Your first time. Oh, you have a lot of things here.
Yes, thank you, Miss. It's a useful tool.
Okay, we're going to know some of the most. I have a lot of games, a lot of platforms that I can show you in order to engage your students. Then Laura, thank you, Laura. I have another one. I'm improving. I'm texting if you are working, if you have created. That's gonna be useful. Try to create your account. Okay, try to create your account now. It's gonna be helpful for you. While I'm showing, you can create food. Okay, you have here food. This is your game, right? You can click on the topic community. Remember that you have to create your account, and after that you Google and click on community. And community, you can find the games. Okay. Anybody else who want to practice? Gabriela, Brian. Please send the link. Send the link, please.
I tried to log in, but I'm with my phone, but it's some confusing being here. So
okay, you are on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, but you
here
save
appears here appears an activity that its name is palabra perdida, first conditional. It's an activity that I mean that I could be in any game that is here in the platform.
That's my password. Okay, so you here in the first you have quizzes too, but I think we don't have. The next class we're going to practice with quizzes. Quizzes, you can make exams, not exams, exercises. You can make quizzes. You can make tests. You can make a small test with your student, okay, in order to practice. Gabriela, could you please? Can you send me the link, or you can do it? You can do it.
Sorry, because I am in my phone too, and I don't know how to do this.
Okay, so
really. I'm on my computer. Yes.
Okay, but remember that you can click on the second part of the classroom that I uploaded on the platform. and then here you have the link. Can you see the link?
Yes.
Okay, you can create it later. Okay, the second part of teacher is about task, the homeworks. Okay, this is it's hard for us because for teachers we have to prepare a lot, and we spend a lot of time doing making preparation for our classes, right? Can you see my screen? Yes?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Reading doesn't just involve the relationship we have with a student. Of course, as a professional, we are also asked to perform certain tasks. Preparation. Effective teacher, all well prepared. Part of this preparation resides in the knowledge that they have of their subject and the skill of teaching something and the skill of teaching. What is important to prepare for teaching classes so that you can lead you can lead effective classes, you can lead productive, engaging lessons for your student, and maximize the effectiveness of your time, the time that you have to apply resources, to think about the resources that you're going to use it for the class. While preparation for teaching can include many things, can include aspects like lesson planning and created daily activities. Okay, so but another feature of being well prepared is having thought in advance. Prepare in advance of what we are going to do with the kids, with the students, what we're going to do in our lesson as we walk towards our classroom. In other words, we need to have some idea of what the students are going to achieve with you in the lesson. Okay, so many institutions always give you the material too, or give you initial training in order to how to start the classes. Okay, my question is how do your institution help you to create your classes? Did your institution give you material, or did they give you a training, for example, when you start the school year? Tell me your experience. How do your institution help you to create your plan? Did they give you a training?
Excuse me, Miss. In my institution, my authorities don't give the materials for to teach our students. We need to search on the web. We are looking all the time, maybe going on the internet, take some activities that connect with the topic that are running in the class. But our leader never give us the materials. We need to make a plans, microcurricular plans.
Okay, and you create your material, flashcards and everything. You create those kind of
things. All times we, depending the teacher, also depending what course we are teaching. Also, we can find many materials, lovely materials to bring on the class. Sometimes, in my case, I bring in my pen drive some exercise to develop in the class. With
How do you print? How do you print everything? So don't think that it's because my institution is a public institution, right? Don't think that I have to make everything. Because long time ago, I worked on a private institution. They have the best books ever. And it was a bilingual institution. And I remember that I have to make extra material. Flashcards according to the reading, to project the vocabulary. Don't think that I'm working in the public institution. I think that is the word that as a teacher we have to prepare material. Okay. Continue, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm according with you. And the private school is very different the education. Me is working in a fiscomisional school. Right now, the life is very difficult with the books. The El Ministerio de Educación don't give us the materials to the students. They need to take copies. Apart from that, I need to take different materials like worksheets, flashcards. I do for them small projects, bringing the pictures, short sentences, depending the topic, maybe a short video or tutorial for teach them. To teach
You have to
English
do it. You have to do it. Every teacher have to make make extra material. In spite that we have the book. In spite that we have the book.
Yeah, but I think so to teach English is very expensive because to the materials for the kids is not easy to get it because we need some paper, some materials to make a short project or college, but some students don't have the money to develop that activity.
Yeah. And thank you, Isabel, for sharing your experience. And how did your institution give you training to start school year? Can you share your experience? Did they give you the material? Do you have a training?
In my case, Miss, I received a trainer because we have to follow some parameters that you have to do in the class. We have to follow a plan, which is made up of enunciation, motivation, modeling, simulation, exercise, and mission for home. And also we have all the technological resources like computer, InFocus, projector. Also we have internet. And the students have good books. And also we work with the platform. In my experience.
So you have the facilities to.
Yes, we have all the facilities.
All the facilities.
For the learning process, yes.
Brian, did you receive training? Do you have the material? The material enough to teach? Or you feel frustrated because maybe you don't have something?
No, I count with all the materials, talking by physical books, computers, and intelligent screen. And it's that the benefits of my work that of my job. Sorry, that I have all the implements.
They provide you with everything. You are
Yeah,
very
yeah.
happy.
And the editorial where I work too gives me the same, develops me with all the materials that I need.
Very good. Congratulations.
Yep.
Lourdes, Viviana, something that you have to share with us? Gabriela, Fernanda, did you receive training at the beginning? Do you have the material?
I have experience only with private institutions. I have not worked for public. So yeah, we have the materials, the syllables are already done. And we had to make some changes. So we do that in groups. So we divide by levels. So some of the teachers do level 1, 2, etc.
Your institution were like that. They divide. They are divided by level. The students are divided
Yeah.
by levels.
So if we have problems with the students, then we make additional material or ask for additional material to the editorials. Yeah, but we generally have materials.
Good. So let's continue with this paragraph. What happened in a lesson does not always take comfort from the perception that their teacher has thought about what will be appropriate for their particular class on that particular day. I remember that we learned this. What happened if you are not agree with the book that the institution gives you? What are you going to do? Do you remember? What happened if you are not agree with the book? You are not comfortable with the perception that you have about your material. What are you going to do if something is not appropriate?
What do you mean with we don't agree?
For example, I remember that I told you that if you check the books and you check your student and you realize that the student are not the same level that the book have. What are you going to do?
So it's not obligatory for us to follow all the activities in the book. We can do extra things or extra activities or probably extra material according to the student's level. Well, they are supposed to be at that level, but sometimes it happens. Yeah, in that case, we prepare extra material. And if
you can work with the material, but in another way, right? Maybe the vocabulary or the grammar that they have, you can make it slow, go slow with them, because you have to use the book that the institution give you, right? Obviously,
yeah, we have to.
You can change a little bit. Remember that you have to do that, okay? So you can change particular things. You can change the syllabus, okay? Not at all, but because you have to use the book, right? Keeping records. Many teachers find the administrative feature of their job, taking the register, filling forms, writing reports. Yet such record keeping it is necessary adjunct to the classroom experience. What are the things that you find that every teacher have to file? And you don't have to forget. For example, I always try to file my classes, maybe my PowerPoint, right? Because maybe the next time I'm gonna use it. What What records, which records are important to you? And you say, I'm gonna file this. Brian, do this. What is the most important things that you record to keep in your computer?
For each class?
Could be teach class. For me, my PowerPoint. For me, it's important because maybe I can use it the next time. But for you,
It could be worksheets.
the worksheets. Yeah, worksheets. What else? Because you can print it, right? You can print them. You can file. I used to have a friend of mine who have a file with a lot of worksheets of different levels. A good teacher have to file those things. Okay. Brian, Lourdes,
Lugares.
what do you file? What do you record?
Teacher, I think so is too important in my class, the conversation class, once a week. In my class, once a week, for example, all Fridays is conversation class. I think so is too very important, but the pronunciation.
And you keep a report. You make a
Yes.
report
Yes.
about
the worksheet about the conversation class. For example, when you take a bus, when you take an airplane, when you take I don't know, the meter in another country.
But it's important, very good. But it's important for us, for every teacher, to record how your students are progressing, the progress of your students. Maybe you can make a report card, right? I think every institution asks you to make that. How your students are progressing in your classroom. I think it's necessary. Another kind of report that you are obligated to do it. It's an obligation for you to keep records.
Canvas. Canva. Prezi.
Okay.
Could be the test. Or
Behavior
diagnostic
report.
evaluation. Diagnostic evaluations.
Evaluations. Good. Behavior report card is another thing that we have to keep. Behavior, right? That is something that we can take on account. There is one particular good reason for keeping a record of what we have thought. It works as a way of looking back what we have done in order to decide what to do next. Okay? What is my next step? And if we keep a record of how well things have gone, what has been more or less successful, we will begin to come to conclusion about what works and what doesn't. For example, if the things are not going well, you have the record. Something happened. Maybe most of my students fail in the test. So you have to change the things that you are doing, right? So we will begin to come to conclusion about what works and what doesn't. It is important for professional teachers to try to evaluate how successful an activity has been in terms of student engagement and learning outcomes. right? If we do this, we will start to attend our teaching practice in the light of experience rather than getting stuck in the sterile routines. Remember, if you think that if you are realizing that the grades are not good, the student grades are not good, you have to change the things. You don't have to get stuck in the same plan. You have to change the routine. Okay, something that remember that you have to visualize the kind of a student that you have. Do you remember what kind of a student that we have? Do you remember the different intelligences? Some students are visual, right? Are mathematicals, musical, okay? We have to change the things. Being reliable. Professional teachers are reliable about things like timekeeping, and homework. We have to be punctual. Please don't waste your time. Teacher's time is important, it's crucial. So it is very difficult to berate a student for being late for lesson. Okay? Berate a student. What is berate a student? It's like, hey, it's like correct the behavior. Okay, student? For lesson, if we get into the habit, for whatever reason, of turning up late ourselves, it is unsatisfactory to insist on the prompt delivery of homework. It takes us weeks to correct it and give it back. What happened long time ago? If you don't present a homework to your teacher, you fail. So the student have 0, right? But no, nowadays they have the opportunity to a second chance or third chance. The important for me is that they present the homework, that the student present the homework. No, I'm not gonna give you another opportunity. I gave opportunity and I have them to reflect, make them to reflect, make your student reflect, hey, or talk to him, talk to her. What happened with your homework? Please try to do it. Do you understand the homework? I'm gonna give you another opportunity, right? So don't try to be professional in that part. The important for me as a teacher is that my student can reflect about why they don't do the homework. Okay, what do you think about that? Are you a teacher that give opportunity to your student?
I personally give them a second opportunity if they didn't do an activity or some kind of homework, but no more than that.
No more. Okay. Or maybe you call to the parents, right? If something wrong happened, or if the student refused to do or is reluctant to do the homework, something happened at home, right? Lourdes.
Yeah, if they have a justification, yes, in that case, but sometimes it's because they have too much homework, so not only English, so they also have other subjects. So I can take that in consideration, but giving them like 3 or 4 opportunities, they don't take it seriously.
So we, as a teacher, we have them to be responsible. That is another thing too. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Very good, Lourdes. Viviana, Brian, what kind of teacher are you? So you give opportunity to your students when they have to present homework.
Yes, I usually ask my students to present the homework or the lesson next next class, because it's really important to motivate the students to do the activities to learn.
Mhm. At the university, I'm giving classes at the university too. Most of the students have to work, right? And they sometimes forget the homeworks. And when I give the opportunity, because they are a student and they are another kind of student, and they feel happy. Hey, thank you, because I can do the homework again. They feel happy because they have another opportunity. So teacher skills. As we have suggested who we are and the way we interact without a student, are vital component in successful teaching, as are the tasks which we are obligated to undertake. But this will not make us an effective teacher unless we possess certain teacher skills. Okay? So you have to realize when you assign a homework, if they gonna be obligated to do or is something bored. Okay, so you have to realize that they don't feel obligated. Managing classes. Effective teachers see classroom management as a separate aspect, right, of their skill. In other words, whatever activity we ask our students to be involved in our weather, they are working with a board. In our weather, they are working with a tape recorder or computer. We will have thought of procedure to make the activity successful. We will know how to put a student into groups, or when to start and finish an activity. We will know how to put a student into groups or when to start and finish the activity. So effective teachers are prepared, jump right into the lesson with enthusiasm. Okay, you have to be enthusiastic. Teachers start classes on time, right, to have successful classes. You don't have to avoid wasting of time. Please, when you are working in your institution, try to plan in advance, because we have to do many things, right? Try to plan in advance, and don't work too much at home, because at home you need to relax. You need to go home and relax, because it's your home, right? You have to be positive in front of many problems that you could have in the classroom. Try to be optimistic about the possible problems with the students. So help a student act kindly. Try to help a student to act kindly when you are making groups. And that is something that I have to tell you. When you are making groups, you have to separate the students. You have to separate, like, don't put only beginners in each group. Remember, when you are making groups, you have to mix high levels with beginners. Maybe if you have intermediate levels with beginners. Don't put beginners with beginners. Don't put intermediate with intermediate. Don't put only a group with high levels. You have to realize, you have this student have this student has a low level of English. I'm gonna put them with Francisco. Francisco can help him. Okay, you have to analyze that. But when you are doing groups, please don't put beginners with beginner or low levels, only low levels. Try to make a mix. Okay, don't try, you have to do it, right? You understand that? You understand that part? How are you going to group students? Viviana, Laura, Gabriela. What are you gonna do? You understand that part? When you're making groups, what are you gonna do? When you're going to separate your student?
I mix my students, students with less level and students that have a good level, because they help between themselves.
They learn from each other. They're gonna learn from each other. The higher levels, a student provide multiple opportunity to low levels. Okay, try to do that always. Okay, try to do that in your classroom. Don't put beginners with beginners, high levels with high levels. No, try to make that mix. Okay, because the students learn from each other, right? Matching tags and groups. That's what I told you. Students will learn more successfully if they enjoy the activities they are involved in and are interested or stimulated by the topic we bring into the classroom. Teachers should make their lesson interesting so they don't fall asleep in them. Of course, in many institutions, topics and activities are decreased to some extent by the material in the coursework that is being used, but even in such situation, there is a lot of we can do to make sure we cater for the range of need and interest of the student in our classes. Okay, there are a lot of activities that we can make in order that your student don't fall asleep. You can use a pair of group discussion. Okay, you can make completed shared tasks in a pair of group activities or games. I gave you some games too, but those are not like matching task groups. Drama and role play. Okay, you can group them with activities that include drama, role play, information exchange. You can make to make questions, information questions, and between them. Okay, can you please write on the chat some of the work groups that you have done, the activities in groups that you have done with your student? You can use, remember the discussions, debates. You can debate with them. Have you played tic-tac-toe with them? Have you played tic-tac-toe? No? Okay, try to think an activity, a group activity, group work activity. Just name it and write it on the chat. Try to write on the chat. If you want, you can explain. I'm going to give you tic-tac-toe. Have you played tic-tac-toe with the student? Stephanie, Brian, Isabel?
No, I haven't played that game.
No, Gabriela, Fernanda, have you played tic-tac-toe?
No, teacher.
Okay, so you can separate your classroom into two groups, okay? Group A, Group B. And then in the middle of the class, you're gonna put the chairs. 3, 3, 3. And then it's like tic-tac-toe, right here. In the middle of the class, you're going to separate the group A, Group B. Then in the middle of the class, you put 3 chairs, 3 chairs, 3 chairs, right? In order that they can make tic-tac-toe. So, for example, you give the instruction, hey, you guys, you're gonna be O, and they have to put the arms like this, like O. And then you, Group B, you're gonna be X. You got it? You understand? Okay, Group A is O, Group B is X, right? Okay, and then you're going to call out a question. Okay, you're going to say the question according to the material, and the student who sit down first with O or with X is going to form the tic-tac-toe. You understand? Brian, Laura, Viviana? You understand the tic-tac-toe game? Okay, that is in groups, okay? That is a case. Another word group?
Excuse me, teacher. Excuse me. Sometimes I work in pairs, making a question. Student A make a question, student B give the answers. For example, when they are talking about the vacation,
Okay.
One student give the question, make a question. And
okay,
another,
that is.
I'm so sorry, I'm sick. In other case, I take a file by file or column by column. To try to improve the pronunciation, I tell them who make better, ladies or gentlemen. That practice I take with read the vocabulary, for example, and maybe the verbs or adjectives, you know. I take that.
But
that form.
Good, that's a good. But that is working pairs. It's like working
Yeah.
groups.
Working in pairs or taking groups,
Taking
ladies
turns.
and gentlemen, or another time, fire by fire.
Okay. But remember, if you are going to separate ladies and gentlemen, remember that you have to realize who are high levels and who are high levels and low levels, right?
Yes, yes.
Remember, you have to remember that. Okay, another work group that you have done with your students.
Maybe when I work with them with the brochure to develop some short activity, I take a pace. For me, it's better to work in pace because everybody need to develop their knowledge. Because when I train more students, I see in my experience the third or fourth student just stay sit, just work 2 boys, and the other kids stay quiet. Always I work in pairs.
In pairs, but try to work in groups too. Okay, try to make activities with work groups. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Isabel. Brian.
Yep.
Viviana. Lourdes. Gabriela. Work group activities that you have done, for example.
I've done board breaks for vocabulary. Also running detection for sentences, unscramble sentences. Sometimes it depending on the level, it can be to unscramble sentences in a group to make to put the sentence in order, or if it is an advanced group, is a story. So they have to organize a story.
It's according to the level. Yeah,
so
for low levels or for kids, you can do a scramble. You can cut out a piece of paper and give the paper and have them to complete, have them to unscramble the words, for example. For kids, it's a good activity because it's a collaborative activity, right?
Yeah.
Here, for example, after the break, we're gonna work on this activity. Here you have an example, group or pair discussion. There are a range of pair of group discussion. For example, you have listening triangles. Here I have explained how to make this activity. Listening triangle learners work together in groups of 3. A speaker, a questioner, and note taker. The speaker explains the topic or expresses their opinion on an issue as directed by the teacher. The questioner listens carefully, asks for clarification or further detail. The note taker observes this process and provides feedback to both the speaker and questioner. Okay, this is a listening triangle. Okay, maybe you can give a word. You can use this process in a vocabulary. You can give some words in order that they can explain the meaning of the word, and you can use this process. You can separate the group in group of 3. You have a speaker, you have a questioner, and you have a note taker. So they can work and they give you the meaning of the word. or you can use it in a debate, right? This process, this listening triangles. This is a good word group. After the break, we're going to separate the class in group of, you're going to make group of 3, and you're going to plan. Do you remember the first class or the second class? I made you to do something in group. After the break, you're gonna do this. In order to change the pace in your classroom, create a work group activity. It's depend on the side of your class, the time you have available, the physical features of the classroom, and the nature of the group task. Choose the reading that you want from the internet. Okay, the reading that you have, maybe a short reading, a small reading. Okay, you have to create the motivation, introduction, production, feedback, closing. Objective. What is the objective? The student will be able to read and speak about famous people. Okay, the reading, you have to find a reading about famous people from the internet. Could be short reading. Famous people. The student will comprehend the test. Okay, so that is the objective. You have to notice the objective. Check the objective. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve with your student? Okay, in your classroom, the objective is able to read and speak about famous people. And you're going to describe the possible problems that you could have at the moment of organize your class. Okay, you're going to think about what could be the possible problems that you have, or think about your classes, the classes that you have done, and you have tried to separate the groups and the problems that you have had with your student. But this is gonna be after the break, okay? Do you have questions about this activity? Brian, Lourdes, Viviana,
No.
Stefania, Isabel. Okay.
Yes.
Questions about this activity?
No.
Okay. So, okay, we're going to the break. We're going to the break right now, 15 minutes. And after that, I'm going to separate the class, and you're going to create this class, this plan, okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
I'll be back. 15 minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello. Brian, you are in the main room. I'm going to put you with another student, okay? Okay, Brian, are you there? Hello, Brian. Brian and Lourdes.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to work in the main room, okay? Because I can't create group 4, so you're gonna work in this room, okay? In the main room. Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna show you the PowerPoint, or if you have the PowerPoint at home too, I'm going to show you. Okay, you have to work on a Word. You have to create your class, this activity, on a Word paper, okay, on a Word slide. Okay, you have to write it. You have to show me. You have to show me the screen. I gave you the permission to show the screen. Okay, do it. Let me think if I can. Okay, you can talk. There is no problem. I'm going to get inside each classroom.
Okay, so we have to put that information, like how many students do we have, how much time we have already.
You have to create. Create the classroom with that instruction. It's like you are planning with Brian. What is Brian? You have to plan with Brian. Brian, are you there? Or only you? Lord, you are there.
So it's only
Alone. I'm going to write here. Okay, Lourdes, you can start with the motivation. I wrote a message through WhatsApp to Brian. So let's wait for Brian, but you can write the motivation, okay? Hello, Gabriela and Fernanda. Okay. So just wait.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, Fernanda and Gabriela, you're going to work on, you're going to plan that class, follow the instruction that you have in the PowerPoint, and you have to plan the motivation, the introduction, production, and feedback closing. Okay, read the objectives, and you have to do it on a Word. Write it on a Word. You're gonna show me. You're gonna show me. I have them the permission. Write it on a Word. Okay. On a Word. You're not going to read on a paper. No, you have to write it on a Word. Word. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Understand? Okay. I'm going to another group. Okay.
Brian.
Lourdes and Brian, you're going to plan on a Word. You don't have to write it on a paper. You have to do it on a Word slide, on a Word, on Word. Okay. Plan the motivation, introduction, the production and feedback closing. Okay, part of a class. Okay, I'm going to another group. Oh, Stephanie and Isabel. Okay, remember, you don't have to write on a piece of paper. No, do it on a Word.
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
We are working in that, but just one thing, we need to include all the problems that we have in to develop a class, right?
The possible problem, try to describe 2 or 3 possible problems that you could have when you make the groups. Try to think in your classes, for example. Suppose that those are this is your class, okay? Obviously, you have to think that the possible problem that you have done, that you have had, right? Okay, the possible problems when you are making the rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss, now it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. Let me go to another group.
Lucy, can you give us permission to share the screen?
Yeah. You are on the phone or just hold on because I'm going to another group. I'm going to explain something, okay? Just
Okay.
okay. But you have this slide on a PowerPoint on a platform. You can download too. You can download it. Viviana and Laura.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Remember that you have to do it. You're not going to do it on a piece of paper. No, you're not going to. You have to do it on a Word. On a Word slide. Try to record maybe Laura or maybe Viviana. Okay. You have to decide because you're going to work in a group. Remember to record this, save this on your computer. Okay, because after that I'm gonna give an instruction that you have to upload it as a homework, but not yet. Just do it. Okay.
To work in a Word document, Miss.
Word document, in a Word document, write it in a Word document. For example, Viviana is going to give you the ideas. Laura, you have to write it. Okay, do it.
But teacher, can you share the instructions because we don't have the instructions that you told us that we have to do. Please, can you share in the WhatsApp group?
Okay.
Please, thank you, teacher.
But you can download but I'm going to share.
So the reading is about Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
My idea or what I am thinking is that I am doing this activity for a group of 20 students. And the activity is going to take from 25 to 30 minutes, or less. Students are going to read in this document, so they are going to read the information about Penelope Cruz, and in groups they are going to make questions. So 2 groups are going to make yes, no questions, and the other groups are going to make WH questions. So let's see, this is, yes, the reading is in present simple, so we only have here the verb to be and present of regular and irregular verbs. So students are going to reinforce their knowledge about present simple, how to make questions, yes, no questions, WH questions. And there is a document, but I guess that if we are in class or we are the teachers in class, we are not going to share the link to the students. We are only going to share the part of the reading, so the reading part. I don't know, that's my idea. What do you think?
I think it's great because the students only are going to take consider the text, and they have to work with the things that they have to do. For example, to make some questions, to one for the negative part, the other for affirmative, and that how can we share in groups.
Thank you, Brian. Sorry for the interruption. Maria Andrade is here. Can you work with her, please? Because I think Maria had a problem in her house. It was back on, I think.
Yes, the
Eh,
thing is, sorry to interrupt. The thing is that nowadays they say that there would be apagones,
mhm.
and I think that happened to me. So
Okay.
the power just came back.
Okay, Maria, you're gonna work with Lourdes and Brian. Okay, you have to plan a motivation, instruction, production, feedback, closing. Okay, read it. It's in the screen, Maria. Okay, you are in the main. I had a problem with the rooms, so I couldn't move you to another room. Okay, you're going to stay here in the main group. You can work, you can talk. I'm listening. Okay.
Okay, Maria, I send you a link.
Okay, let me open
If
it.
you have any other idea, so we can share them. So students have to I have done something similar, but not specific with this reading activity, but with others. It is to motivate students, especially in reading, because sometimes we only make them read information that is on the book and maybe to answer some questions there, and that is kind of boring, so they are going to do something different here. So my idea is that we are going to give the students only the text, because if we share the link, in the link there is a document that they can see some questions there. So that is not divide the class in groups, maybe 4 groups. And after reading the activity, they are going to make the questions. So some groups are going to make the yes, no questions. Other groups are going to make the WH. And the thing is that the moment that they are going to ask the questions, everybody's going to close their books or to put any document away. So they are just going to remember what they read. So if I am from group 1 and you are from group 2, I am going to ask you a question and you have to answer the question. Okay, so something like that. I don't know if you agree or do you have any other idea?
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. So let me see. Then I have here in the Word document, number of students, 20. Time available, so it is from 25 to 30 minutes. So that is the time this activity is going to take. And there is in the document, see, it says the physical features of the classroom. I don't know what to put there. What can we put, or what can we write about the features of the classroom? That it is a big classroom. Maybe we have a lot of space for the students to move their chairs or tables and to work in groups. The nature of the group task. And that one I don't understand. The nature of the group task.
Okay, nature of the group task is what kind of a student that you have. They are like a very active, or they are that kind of a student that you have to push them all the time. So you have to create an
Okay.
activity that is engaged and very
Okay.
active for them. You have to
Okay.
know.
So we can put here the level they are in, the level they have, or if they are children or teenagers. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, so I have a question as I just log in. We have to do an activity about what was referring to reading or speaking about a famous person. So the motivation was like the part when you introduce the theme, right?
The
The
warm-up,
introduction.
when you explain.
Okay, so the
we explain, we
motivation is like
introduce
the
them.
warm-up activity. The
Sorry?
warm-up activity you use. How about the production?
Motivation is a warm-up, could be a game. For example, if the reading is about famous people, you can do the warm-up about like a guessing game or a hangman or something that they can guess the name of an actor or an actress or an actress. That could be a motivation in order to introduce the topic, because the topic is about famous people. So introduction, then you're going to explain. It's a reading, right? You have to get a reading about famous people according to the level. Production. So what is the objective that you have here? The production. The student will be able to read and speak about famous people. What is the activity you're going to have them, ask them to do in order that they can produce, they can speak, right? So they can read and they can speak, and the student will comprehend the text. Okay? And feedback closing, try, feedback closing, you have to explain, and you have to be sure if they are understanding of, if they have understood the class. Okay, that is the feedback closing. You can repeat some things. You have to be sure that they have learned. What is a short activity in the feedback closing?
Okay.
The feedback closing could be a worksheet, an extra worksheet, like a homework too. That could be a feedback closing too. Then you're going to realize that they have understood.
It could be like a pop quiz or something.
Okay, I am going to read what I have until this moment. In the first part, I have the number of students, 20, time available, 25 to 30 minutes. The physical description of the classroom. Students receive classes in a big, I only am going to eliminate that. Physical features of the classroom. So a big spacious classroom. It is okay. It's a big spacious classroom where students can move around, or it is easy for students to move around the classroom because the classroom is big and there are only 20 students. Do you have any other idea to describe the classroom?
Maybe that the classroom has like hints of like pictures of famous people. So I don't know. I'm just winging it.
Yeah, it can be. So there are some pictures of famous people around the classroom or on the classroom walls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nature of the class or nature of the group. It is a class of teenagers. They are at elementary level. Because the reading is just present simple, so this is elementary.
Okay.
Motivation to guess the person the teacher describes, or to guess the famous person the teacher describes. So if you are, for example, the teacher in this class, you are going to describe physically a famous person, maybe a singer, an actor. We can give information, so maybe say if he or she has participated in any kind of movie, or maybe is a person well known for, I don't know, helping others at sports, I don't know. So that is for motivation, just to describe. And students, because they have the pictures around the the classroom, so they can look at the picture and try to guess who we are talking about. That's for motivation. Introduction. So I don't know what is in introduction. I guess that we are going to describe the activity or explain the activity to the class. Do you have any idea for introduction, for production?
Okay, so from what I understood, the introduction is just like explain what they have to do.
Yeah, so introduction is to explain, and production is the activity itself, what the moment that they.
And the feedback closing is just like a test or a pop quiz where you check if the students got the knowledge.
Sorry for the interruption. Fernanda, what are you doing here? Fernanda.
Sorry, teacher, I finished with my classwork.
Ah, did you finish?
Yes.
Okay. So I thought that you
Sorry,
were
teacher.
confused. You were confused. Okay. And your classmate? Who was your classmate?
Gabby, I don't remember her last name. Gabby.
Okay.
Gabby.
Did you write on the?
Yes, I'm typing because my classwork doesn't have a computer.
Okay.
I'm typing now.
Okay, that is no problem.
Thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, so Okay, I have the introduction. Introduction is the explanation of the activity. Production is when the students do the activity. What do you say? What activity are they going to do for feedback closing?
The feedback closing, from what I understood, it's like a worksheet or a puppies, something that can tell you that the students learned the lesson or understood the lesson.
Okay. And we do that just, but not to give them a paper to complete, just maybe share a link and they answer the questions about the reading.
Yeah, I agree.
Feedback closing, if they do this activity, if you share link and they complete the or answer the questions in that link, this would be the individual assessment. Because the moment that they are asking each other the questions, we can realize if they have understood the reading or not.
Yeah.
Póngala, Juan, al otro lado, porque ya me va a costar.
A ver, sí, listo.
Sí.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. When you're ready, remember that you have to show me the Word document, and you can go back to the main room. Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Try to type. Okay, I think Laura and Viviana, they are not here. Before you show me what you have, let me take the list. Later on. Let me check the attendance. Okay. Maria?
Here.
Okay, I'm gonna put. I think this is okay. Maria, you're here. Viviana, Laura,
Present,
Rosa,
Viviana. Present, Viviana.
Calderon. Okay. Fernanda. Fernanda.
Present, teacher.
Okay, Adrián. Brian, you're here.
Present.
Stephanie. María Gabriela Ortiz.
Present.
Lourdes, you're here. Lisette. Lisette is not here. Okay, I'm gonna change. If you have a problem, I can change the absence. Okay. Gonna okay. Please. Who has activity on Word document? Because I have the you have the permission.
Do we have to upload the document to the platform?
On the platform, but I haven't opened the assignment yet. Okay, just save it and write a name. Okay, I'm gonna put them after the class. I'm gonna put some activities, and I'm going to remind you through WhatsApp. Okay, don't worry about that. Just have to do it right now with me. Okay. Who wants to share the activity? Want to share the activity? At least one. Fernanda?
No finish yet, teacher.
Okay, until you have, okay? What you have, you can share. There is no problem. You can finish later when, and after that you can upload. Okay? Show me the Word document. Everyone's have to show me the Word document.
But we cannot share.
Okay, Lourdes?
Yeah, but it says is disabled. We cannot share the screen.
Cannot share. I don't know what happened. Okay.
So as a host, in the options
Yes,
to open
I'm going
them
to show you what I
there
have.
there
Todos
is
los
one that says,
participantes. Ah, I know.
hello,
Permitir la persona
screen.
comparte. ¿Quién puede comenzar a compartir? Todos los participantes. Compartir cuando otro está compartiendo, todos los participantes. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, now Lourdes.
Mm. No, there's a message too.
I don't know. I'm going to show you what I have. First, I have this. And I have this. I don't know why you have that message.
So can you make me a host just for 1 minute to see if I can?
Look at this. Look at my WhatsApp.
But when you give permission, it's usually the bar. I don't know what that. In my case, it is a green bar as a host.
I have participants. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to ask to the administrator because I don't know why happened this. I need to see your screen. I don't know. Okay, so explain me, Lourdes, what do you have with? Do you work with? Who do you work with?
With Byron and
with Fernanda, right? Sorry, with Brian and Maria.
And Maria.
Okay, you're gonna start with the motivation.
Yes, just so let me
read the motivation, then Brian read the introduction, then Andrea the.
Okay, so I am going to send you the picture. Okay, I have in the first part, the objective is to read and understand the text and be able to ask questions about it, about the test. Number of students, 20 in this class. The time that they have for this activity is from 25 to 30 minutes. The physical features of the classroom, it is a big and spacious classroom where students can move around. So it's easy for them to move around the class or to make groups. There are some pictures of famous people on the classroom walls. So specific for this activity of reading, they will look at some pictures.
That is the motivation.
Famous people. In nature of the group class, it is a class of teenagers. They are at elementary level. They are elementary level students. Okay, so that is the description of the class.
Okay. And motivation? Who wants to talk about motivation? Brian, motivation is your part. You have to divide what do you...
Introduction.
Motivation. What was the motivation? What was the Lourdes? Did you tell me the motivation, right? Because you're gonna you wrote that
Yes, motivation, production, and feedback.
Yeah, but your motivation, what was the motivation?
Before the reading, the one that is there, to guess the famous people the teacher describes.
Okay, that's your motivation. Okay. And introduction, Brian.
To start the introduction, after the motivation, I will have the reading and to start to giving some clues with images or pictures of some famous people. So according the reading, they have to see what is the person, the person or the people that I'm talking about, and try to relate it with the grammar rule that is involved in this reading to start the explanation of the topic of the class.
Okay. And production, Maria?
Okay, so the production in this case is that the students ask and answer questions in front of the class so they can maybe like guess who, because the thing is that give different like famous people to different students, so they have to guess what famous person is the other student read about, and like swap papers each time.
Okay. What was the objective?
It says read and understand a text and be able to ask questions about it.
Could you please repeat your production?
It says students ask and answer questions in front of the class.
Okay, I think now we don't have time, but I'm going to check your groups. I'm gonna grade too. So in front of the class, right? Or you can maybe in that activity you can make groups or work in pairs with questions too, right? In order to they can interact. They can interact and they can ask question each other, right? So because you're gonna choose each student in front of the class and ask question. That's what I understand. You're gonna choose. Yeah. Okay, but maybe it's better that you work in pairs or make groups in order that interact, and then you're gonna then check what have understood. That could be better too. Okay, you can improve the plan. Okay, so you have time because that is a homework, that is an activity. Okay, I think it's time. I need to please save this file because this is an activity. I'm going to. You can you have to upload this activity until tomorrow. Tomorrow at tomorrow until 7 o'clock at night, 7 p.m. Okay, try to improve your plan because I'm gonna check it, and please turn off your camera. I'm going I'm going to take the picture and send it by through WhatsApp, okay? Okay, Lourdes, Viviana. Okay. For Gabriela, for Isabel. Okay, that's it. Just hold on. Okay, dear student, this is all for today. You have questions about this topic? I'm going to upload the activity right now in order that you have time to upload the activity until tomorrow. Okay? You got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Questions about this activity? No? Okay, I'm going to create the activity, and then you're gonna have time until tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm gonna set the time. Okay? This is all for today, and have a nice weekend.
You too.
Blessings.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye, bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Have a nice weekend.